Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Off the Meter Scale Wrestling Podcast.
It is your trio that's going to find out to see if I got to keep my belt or if I'm going to lose it to these couple of scrows.
It's your trio who got so drunk last night, we don't remember any of WrestleMania.
Not true.
I only had 2 beers.
I wish I got drunk enough to not remember.
Not true.
Hey, man, you still can. There's that liquor store across the street.
You don't have any left?
There's beer.
Yeah, there's still some.
We got stuff. We got stuff.
Is there enough to, like, black out?
Have you eaten today?
Yes.
Then no.
Can I uneat?
Yeah.
Well, there's the alcohol above the fridge.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go. Start butt
okay.
chugging, dude, and you're good to go.
Do you have a funnel?
You don't need one.
No.
We do not have a funnel.
Just aim well and you're good to go, man.
I'm not good at aiming well,
We are covering today, this episode,
WrestleMania
37, both nights. I will say, first off, it helped a lot that there was a crowd.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
I think they overdid it with the piping noise.
They were still piping in noise,
holy
which was
shit sometimes.
stupid.
Especially
And
during certain segments where certain people were getting booed.
yeah, I know it's going to become a thing even when regular crowds are back, when they're back to full capacity.
But not as much.
No, they're going to keep doing it.
To that extent? That was like excessive.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know, man.
WWE now, especially with Peacock, is so like censorship heavy. It's ridiculous.
God damn.
I guarantee they're gonna pipe in cheer noises for the people they want to be cheered and boo noises for the people they want to be booed. And it's going to be a thing that they just do from now on. And it's part of their, horrible overproduction of stuff. All the dumb noises, in the extra bullshit, and the graphics, and all the other stuff. And it's too much, in my opinion. I don't know how other people feel about it. I know that there's a lot of people on Twitter that don't like the extra noises and dumb bullshit. But, I don't know.
Who cares? It's fine.
Either way, we start off night 1.
With some weather delay.
Yeah, weather delay. Delayed the show for like 25 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks, rain.
But
it did give a chance to some of the wrestlers give like impromptu promos.
which is nice.
Yeah. I actually like Seth's promo that he had on there. Which
all
was
those
cool.
promos were nice. They were super fun because it wasn't like a heavily scripted bullshit. Seth had a really good and I thought entertaining promo.
Dude, I really enjoyed it. I'm like, cool. Please, the wrestlers clearly can do promos.
Most of the wrestlers
do it.
know how to be themselves and know how to do stuff, and it's just again, it's overproduction of the show. It's just, that's why to me, WWE, I still love WWE down to its core. It's just the current product right now is not my favorite.
Oh no. Hey man, we also got to see Vince McMahon yesterday.
Yeah, it's WrestleMania. Of course we're going to see Vince McMahon.
WrestleMania!
Yeah. It's Vince. You're going to see
How many
Vince.
kills do you think he was on to actually go do that when he went out?
He was heavily makeup up though. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, because when was the last time we saw him? Shit.
Earlier this year.
Rumble.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was Rumble, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. Yeah, and he didn't look that great at Rumble either.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Ugh.
But yeah, we start off with Drew McIntyre challenging Bobby Lashley, the current WWE heavyweight champion.
Good match.
Yeah, this was a solid
I was
match.
shockingly surprised how much better this match was than I thought it was gonna be.
I don't know.
I was like, wow, all right, this was actually fun to watch. And the outcome was not what I predicted, but I was super happy when it happened.
Yeah. I mean,
man.
I felt the way that this ended was appropriate. We had, a little distraction from MVP. They could have probably filmed that better or did it better because it was super awkward. It almost looked like Drew was like
stalling.
Huh? And he stalled for a second,
Yeah, because Drew was setting up for the Claymore, and
Yeah.
before he takes off running to hit Bobby with it, it looks like he looks over in a direction from the pose that they had.
Yeah.
But you couldn't see MVP really.
If anything, MVP should have tried to get up on the rope or something to distract him and real quick back away.
And that caused Drew to do the Claymore, and he missed because Bobby dodged.
Bobby dodges it.
And then immediately into the hurt.
Yeah.
Well, immediately into a spear, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then the hurt lock.
Basically, he knocks him over, gets him in the hurt lock, and then Drew doesn't tap out. He just knocks out. He passes out.
That was great.
That's a good way to end it because you don't want Drew to tap out because it makes him look bad. This way, it's kind of he fought till the bitter end. He clearly got distracted by the bad guys doing their bad guy thing. So, Drew has a a reason to challenge in the future, which I'm not against. Whatever.
Oh, before we continue, fuck you, green shirt. Like for being at another
fucking
goddamn.
I mean,
screw you, guy.
Were any of us surprised that he was there?
Yes, I actually was.
If people don't know who we're talking about, there's a in his own mind famous fan who wears the same green T-shirt.
Probably smells like ass.
Like prior to COVID, he was at almost every single show for like the last probably 4 years. In
Even
almost
the NXT ones, right?
A lot of times NXT,
Yeah,
at least the pay-per-views.
Hell, man.
He, because at least with the pay-per-views where they would travel, and they would almost always have NXT at the same area that WWE was at. But he must know somebody in production or whatever, because he almost always has the same spot, right hard cam, like front row. And it's just like, I get it. He likes wrestling, but it's also like, you're not the ECW fans.
Yeah.
They did it organically, and eventually it became a thing, but like this guy doing it has always felt artificial. We're like, hey, look at me. I'm wearing this dumb shirt. I want people to notice me. And I'm like, whatever. But yeah, this was a good match. We had a pretty good back and forth. I do like Bobby looked really strong, taking a bunch of DDTs and coming back up.
Yeah, right. This wasn't just like a one-sided match where like, oh well, Drew's gonna like, no, it was actually like back and forth. At one point, I'm like, okay, Bobby's gonna lose. Like, holy shit!
I thought he was gonna lose. Yeah. I'm super glad that my only complaint is that they could have done the distraction better.
But so my question: why did they need to break up the Hurt Business if Bobby was gonna win?
I don't know. I seriously have no idea. It's one of those things
why?
It's one of those things that WWE does for no apparent reason other than their own backstage manipulations. It's like with the draft. Why did they break up all the great tag teams that people were wanted? I mean,
look at all the tag teams you got now.
Yeah, all the weird fucking tag teams that no one cares about right now.
None of them have
I
names.
have an explanation.
What?
But it's more of a theory, conspiracy theory. Even.
Sure.
So we were talking about it last night too.
Mm-hmm.
How someone put Vince in front of a recording of another WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Vince has been controlling the storyline up until this point.
Yes.
So the person that made the decisions for the results of WrestleMania had to work with what they were given.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's why the Hurt Business broke up due to Vince. But whoever made the decisions for WrestleMania,
like breaking up the Hurt Business, and then we get before the Hurt Business breaks up, we get Cedric and Shelton banned from the match at ringside at Mania, and then the Hurt Business breaks up anyway. Why do any of that in that order? Why not? Why not? Let's just say hypothetical. Hurt Business breaks up, right? Okay, sure that sucks, but it happened. Shelton and Cedric start interfering against Bobby Lashley, and then they get banned from ringside, to avoid them causing Bobby Lashley to lose.
They could have done a lot of things.
That's too reasonable, right? That's the problem.
Asking for a bit of foresight, and the show's written literally minutes before.
In some cases, that's what it feels like. Seriously, it's so weird. It just why break up a tag team or a stable that people really enjoyed? And I mean, I'm thinking maybe it's because they were a heel stable and people were cheering them and liking them, and Vince can't have that.
Well, yeah,
because
it's not
something he created. And they want people to boo Bobby, which they won't because he's great.
Well, look at him.
Just everything about him is fucking great.
But I guess
But yeah, Bobby Lashley retains his WWE Heavyweight Championship.
Good ending. Good results.
Was.
But the match itself, I think it was half due to the setting of last night.
Mm-hmm.
But I was either just distracted or whatever. The match was kind of whatever to me.
I mean, overall, it could have been a little better, but the thing is, you have these two big guys, and they're opening the show, and it's definitely hard to put on a great match opening the show in a especially a grand sense, like the first live WrestleMania in 2 years, with the first live audience in over a year.
I think a good chunk of it is also personal.
Yeah,
like house matches aren't necessarily.
Yeah. They're not always the most fun. I agree.
Yeah.
I think for their styles and what they did, they put on as good of a match as they could have.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian. This got the fucking teal colored button seal of approval for it.
That shit good.
That shit good, son.
What's that from?
Have you ever seen the meme of like the black dude like crying super hard?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like he's like smoking and he's like, "Oh, that shit's good." And
I
he's
never
like,
heard it. Yeah,
there you go.
Cool.
But
That's
yeah,
him.
What is that?
This shit good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's great.
so I think I got a point. Brian got a
Whoa.
point.
So, our predictions were you and Brian picked Bobby and I picked Drew. So
Yeah.
yes,
So
you
one,
and
1, and
Nick
0.
Drew. We knew Bobby was
well,
gonna-
because I thought it was gonna be one of those stupid choices of like, oh well, I want fucking Drew to win. It's the feel good moment. And again,
No,
I'm
so
glad my prediction is wrong
this
because
entire
I'm happy he won.
This entire Mania, other than maybe 2 matches, was all feel good moments.
No, night 1 was feel good moment.
I guess it's true. Night 2 wasn't. Night 2
fucking
definitely wasn't.
trash.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is weird because everyone was complaining that night 1 had the like not as good card,
But like it was better.
but it was way better.
Like,
I agree. It was way better than night 2.
Yeah, night 2
Because then we got like the second match was also good, which is Seth versus Cesaro.
Well, second
man.
match was the tag team.
Oh, yeah, tag match.
Tag
That's
team
third
turmoil,
match.
which
I
was
missed
the four
This
women's
was not
tag
that good,
tag
never
teams.
Nah.
This was probably like the low point of night
This
1.
was
like tons of botches.
disjointed and a little sloppy
Yeah,
in
we had
botches and
people
you know,
like sliding, like falling
Yeah.
down as they're going down the ramp because it's
apparently
wet
there
and
was
shit.
Oh, Mandy.
a nip slip.
a nip slip
What the
from
fuck?
Dana Brooke.
Yep.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, and also one from Carmella too.
Oh yeah, it doesn't
What
surprise
the
me
fuck?
either.
Well,
That's happened to her multiple times over the years.
also not surprising.
But yeah.
For research purposes, we will link the no.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean again
Hey,
this
it's because
was
Graves gets off.
I
on it,
honestly
that's why.
think I honestly think Riot Squad looked the best in this match.
Well, they were in there the longest, right?
Not even that, just
they were in there the longest. Yeah.
just like their team to me is because it's a actual tag
It's
team.
an actual team as opposed to
They've
literally
been
everyone else.
they've been wrestling together for a couple
well,
years
yeah,
now.
like none of the other teams have an official.
they're a
name,
cohesive thing.
Also
Like
friends, but
but that's not their official name.
yeah,
Yes.
it's not.
They're not called
No.
the Sexy
No.
Muscle Friends.
That
They're
was just
called
something
Lana
Asuka
and,
said.
And
no
Rose.
fucking way.
Yeah, that's just something Asuka said, and everyone like the fan base is kind of taken to it, but like WWE has never officially called them
That's
that.
dumb.
They are. It is Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. But yeah, we have these 4 teams, and other than Riot Squad, their work wasn't super great just because they're not all that kind of comfortable with each other or whatever. And I'm not saying none of them are bad wrestlers per se. They all have their own unique style.
Well,
But like we definitely had some botches and some mess ups and just stuff that didn't look great. And you can chalk that up to nerves or to the
audience. I
the
guess.
audience or the ring being wet or fucking whatever, doesn't matter, whatever you want to say. This was definitely probably the lowest point of the whole night.
Yeah.
For matches, yes.
Yes, for
Not
matches,
the lowest
yeah.
point of the night though. You know what the lowest point of the night was? When Hogan came out and the crowd booed his
The crowd
ass.
booed the fuck out of him, and they fucking piped in the cheering noise.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah,
Like, I know night 2 they made a joke thing of like, I think we kind of skipped it, but like I saw
Yeah.
it this morning. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad we actually skipped it of this whole thing that they had where like him and Titus came out dressed as pirates.
wow. I'm
Yeah.
sad that I didn't see that.
Oh,
I'm glad I
they
did
came
not
out
see
and the
that.
joke was that Hogan called like the audience scallywags or something stupid, and like Titus says, "Oh man, you can't say that."
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god, did they really?
yep.
Holy shit!
Really?
that's
We're gonna have
awesome.
Hogan? The joke is he shouldn't be saying things.
God damn, I wish I saw that. I'm
No, you
a little
don't.
disappointed. But yeah, tag match, whatever. Natalya and Tamina end up winning,
Yep.
which I don't know. I mean,
It's whatever.
I feel it should have been Riot Squad, honestly, over all of them.
I mean,
But-
I'm not surprised that Tamina and
Me either.
Natalya won
Me either.
because of the push that they
Yeah.
got.
yeah,
Like a weak push,
yeah.
1 week push.
like
yeah.
2 months ago.
No, they got one on SmackDown or whatever.
They had a mini push.
yeah.
I think that gives. Let's see. I'm
So,
pretty sure I picked Lana and
Austin
Naomi.
voted for Lana and Naomi, Billy and Carmella, and I picked Tamina
So, yeah.
and Natalya. So
One
1 point
Nick
for
Slip
me.
and Billy.
One,
Well,
and one.
you voted for Billy, yes. She just happens to be paired up with Carmella.
Yeah.
After that, we had probably the best match of the night. Cesaro and
Yeah, this was
and
pretty
Seth.
Yeah.
If not that one, maybe the
main event.
The main event.
Both were good.
I think I like Cesaro's match more.
This was a great match. This is probably one of his best matches he's had.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
He's had great matches in NXT, and that's the thing is like not everyone watched NXT and whatever.
Dude, corkscrew uppercuts are fucking
Yeah.
dope. And he
And-
did like fucking 10 of them. Too,
Yeah,
so.
this was a great match.
there's so
like,
many swings in this match.
Yeah.
a ton of
So,
swings,
yeah,
more
at one
swings than
point,
he's ever done
Seth
before.
got swung 23 times, and that's not on top of like the ones he did
8
earlier.
or 9 earlier. Yeah,
So I'm like, God damn. And still the best like spot that Cesaro always does is that like helicopter spin when he has like no hands on the guy.
That was fucking rad.
That was
God,
fucking
man.
awesome.
that's great. Yeah,
And he like what's Brock's move?
the F5.
F5.
Yeah, it's kind of like similar, but he like pushed him off and like fucking
I mean, so
Seth was, like, fucking
the helicopter thing, like that's like a classic like 60s 70s wrestling move.
Is it?
Of like picking the guy up and spinning around a little and then throwing him. F5 is kind of just like a fireman's carry slam.
Yeah, but like the F5, like you lift them and kind
And
of
then you
twist
spin
them
them.
off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
so
similar.
he did like
yeah.
kind of like a sort of F5 at the end of the twist thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that was such a fun match. And of course Cesaro won, but you're almost surprised that he won.
I mean,
Because you're like, holy shit, he
I think
won.
it's to the point of where not surprised but like relieved because
He finally got a win at WrestleMania.
which he's never had a singles WrestleMania match. He got a big win, a big career moment, which is super great. Again, so many people, even other wrestlers, are like, there's no reason Cesaro isn't a multi-time champion by now.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking weird that he's not. Like, he has all the skill, all the
Because
talent.
he has an accent.
It's unfortunate that like that's
Such
one
a
of the
filthy
things.
foreigner. You can't have
is
a
that-
foreigner.
it's not that strong of an accent. Though.
It's really not.
No, it's really
But
not.
like the thing is, it's for some reason either Vince or people
It
in the
has to be Vince.
upper management don't think he can carry the company, and I disagree completely. I think he could.
Oh, yeah, they have a lot of people that can do that. Look at Shinsuke, for Christ's
Yeah.
sakes. He could carry your company, but you don't ever want him to.
Well, then that's
He
the
has a
problem.
heavier accent.
That's the problem with Shinsuke is he has a heavy accent.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like a weird, thing that WWE just they don't like that thing. They don't like it.
But because this match was so good, it did get its own clip of the blue button.
Okay.
It got an okay from me.
Yeah, this is a great match. I think we all picked Cesaro on this one.
Yeah, we all got a point right there.
2 points for everybody.
Yes.
After that,
I should have put the Iron Lizard.
You
sound.
should- Iron
What
Lizard.
does that mean? Shut up. He got an Iron Lizard. That's
drop
pretty good.
shot.
Laser gun.
Yeah, the laser.
After that, we
so
have
good.
Raw
Fuck
Tag Team
you,
Championship
mummies.
match.
They're fucking assholes too.
AJ Styles and Omos versus the New Day.
This match dynamic was so weird.
It was a lot better than it had any right to be.
It did, but it was so weird because like the whole match was AJ
New Day
started
fighting
the
AJ.
match,
Yeah.
and it evolved around like just trying to tag Omos.
Well, and that's so. This is what my initial thought was before this came on. Is this is how you do that match?
Yeah,
You have to have Omos is definitely not a wrestler or
so
whatever.
big, dude. God
He's super
damn.
big. You want the shock factor of him finally getting to the ring and then like dominating, which is exactly what happened.
I'm shocked he had a shirt on for his stuff though.
Why?
Like, isn't he just a big, strong, scary man? Just take his shirt off.
Maybe he doesn't got muscles and stuff.
Who cares?
Nah, Vince cares.
Oh God. No, come on.
Vince cares. Absolutely. And so
That's
yeah,
so
this
dumb.
match you had 10 or so minutes of the New Day basically beating up on AJ. He finally gets the tag on Omos, and then Omos just
Just
kills
wrecks
the New
New
Day.
Day.
He no sells
Wrecks
every
them.
single move they do. He just kills them. He almost smashes Xavier Woods' head in. He ends up getting the pin just by I don't even remember who he pinned.
He Kofi, I want to say.
No.
Oh, was it what?
Yeah, it was Kofi. It was Kofi.
Yeah, so he steps.
Yeah,
because
he
he does
basically-
the like double-headed chokeslam.
Yeah,
to Kofi.
big chokeslam on
and then he
Kofi.
steps on his ass and
He
pins him that
does
way.
the cocky I'm gonna step on you pin, and AJ and Omos are new tag champs.
I like how when he got the title, it looked so small on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the
It looks like
yeah.
this.
if we were joking, it looks like the one
The
we
toy
have.
one we have, yeah.
It's
This match-
so good.
I did not pay attention to
Yeah,
up until almost got tagged. Because I have zero recollection
yeah.
of anything of AJ doing anything.
And to be fair, it was
He
mostly
really
just
wasn't,
the New
yeah.
Day beating him up.
Yeah,
and
he's
going
getting
back
worked
and
over
forth,
pretty
tagging in
hard.
and out. He's getting worked over.
It, it might have been like partly the setting,
Yeah.
but like I only started paying attention.
Yeah.
That might say something about the match or whatever, but when almost tagged in, that's when I actually tuned in.
Yeah,
It
but
was
I
just
mean,
very like I don't know, run of the mill.
Would you
know?
say he disappointed though, or was he?
No, it was fine.
exactly what you expected him to be.
No, it was fine. It's just like the whole part where AJ was wrestling, like it wasn't anything special.
Yeah. Well, like Ozzy said, it was mostly like AJ just getting worked over and then eventually tagging.
and then
in.
finally a little bit of offense at the end, and then
Yeah.
he does like a cool phenomenal forearm off of almost his shoulders.
I did see that, yeah.
Just that stuff, and then almost
Yeah, that was cool.
comes in and then wins. And this is basically what everyone expected. I don't remember what I picked on the predictions.
we all got it wrong.
Really?
Yep. We all
I
picked
mean-
the New Day because we thought like they're not gonna give it to
See-
someone who just got paired up that quickly. And
I mean,
we were
and
all
so-
fucking wrong.
I just thought it was a weird pairing and they wouldn't get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I was thinking like,
I thought like they were gonna pin AJ and then they're gonna keep the tag.
but the thing is like that doesn't work with WWE's kind of narrative of like we have a big kind of new shiny thing, and like I think I probably in hindsight picking New Day. doing it out of like a hope that New Day retains the belts. But that was, it's definitely a silly thing because like with stuff like this, fuck, Braun Strowman won it with a 9-year-old a couple years ago.
That's fucking
because it was like Braun Strowman
so
was
bad. Why?
Because Braun Strowman was finally becoming a big thing on his own, and he dominated the whole match. And then like little kid gets the pin or fucking whatever, and it's kind of like, oh yeah,
do you remember?
Huh?
Who was it?
Oh, it was one of the referee's sons or something. His name was Nicholas.
No. Like,
I don't remember who they fucking. I don't remember who they beat.
Was it Miz and Morrison? Which I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Morrison wasn't even there, I think.
God, that's so bad. Why would you have that?
Just because it's WrestleMania.
Do you like have one of these? Now we got to piss off the crowd.
Yes.
I mean, I'm they did it for night 2 super hard.
I'm convinced with this because like you had feel good, or I mean, I guess not feel good moment with Drew and Lashley. I imagine most of
I think it was a feel good moment for them.
I don't know. I think
everyone
most of
wanted Bobby to keep the belt.
I don't know. I think most of the generic fan base wanted Drew to win.
I don't know, man.
Who knows? But like even still with this thing, you get the big new monster. He's the fresh new thing. New Day have won the title 11,000 times. They've held the belts for longer than anybody. They're going to get it back in a month.
Oh yeah.
They get the belt like every 4 months.
Can't you put up a poll on Twitter? Can you do polls on Twitter?
Yeah.
You should do it. See if
people wanted Drew or Lashley.
Wanted Drew or Lashley.
I imagine most of the Mark fans we have probably wanted Lashley.
Probably, but still, I mean, it'd be something.
I'm just gonna put a third option, like just gonna say something incredibly stupid, and that's gonna
fucking the Iranian guy.
Who?
Sheik. Is he Iranian?
Iron Sheik? Yeah, from Iran.
Yeah. He wins.
Yeah,
he comes in. Shit! Like, what did he say on Twitter?
I don't know. He's always doing
crazy
dumb shit.
Fucking bullshit.
But
and all this other garbage and calling Hogan a jabroni and stuff. It's so good.
New Raw tag champs. We'll see where they go with that. Nobody got that point, so we're still all 2-all. After that, we have
Shane. What was the Hall of Fame for night 1? Was it after this segment?
I don't know. They carted everyone out and did the Hall of Fame thing with NWO and the Bellas and whatever.
Well, no, NWO was night 2, wasn't it?
No, they're night 1.
Oh yeah, this is when the Bellas came on. They had a segment with Bayley at one point, right?
Oh, that was later in the evening.
Yeah,
and apparently, like Nikki Bella got actually mad at her over what she said about John Cena.
What? Wait, I forgot what she actually said.
She said like, oh, blah blah blah, like John Cena's not here, you can go home, kind of thing, or something like that, like which is like really kind of like personal, like a shoot, because like they dated for a long time, Nikki Bella and John Cena. And like he basically was like, oh, I don't want a family, and she's like, well, I do, and that was kind of like a big contentious thing in their relationship. And yeah, either way. But yeah, after that we have Braun Strowman and Shane.
Oh man.
This was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
The overall like, and it's WWE is so weird and so hypocritical on occasions with their like anti-bullying policy. Considering maybe 10 or so years ago and before, like how bad the locker room would be to new wrestlers. Yeah. There's stories of JBL and
Randy being a dick to
Randy
people.
being a dick, and like the Miz getting like his shit thrown into the showers and like all this other stuff, and just people being assholes. And that's always been a thing. That was one thing that
hey man, according to Taker, that's what makes you a man.
I disagree. That's one thing that CM Punk brought up during his infamous pipe bomb segment was like, oh, like WWE's this anti-bullying policy. You want to talk about bullies? Let's talk about Vince McMahon. And that's when they cut his mic off.
Oh.
And so that's kind of the whole thing there. And like, whatever, they have this, they have this face they have to portray. And Braun's like, oh, I'm doing this for anyone who was called stupid and who was bullied and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. The storyline was fucking stupid. No one liked it.
I will say Shane took a fucking hell of a bump.
That's the thing is the match was way better than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
Compared to how stupid the story was. And then like story, if you take the story out of this is a whatever fine match.
Yeah.
Vince takes a horrendous bump, and he does this shit all the fucking time.
Shane, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Shane. He takes a horrendous bump, and he fucking nearly dies every time he does a cage match or a cell match or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they did have some pretty cool spots. I did like the spot where, like, at one point, Shane hits Braun with a toolbox that was somehow on top of the cage.
It was like in a bag.
Yeah, it was like in a sack or whatever. And he's about to climb out, and before he can, like, drop to the ground, like, he sticks his hand in to say bye to Braun, and Braun, like, grabs his hand.
Yeah.
And the way to bring him back in the ring, he doesn't, like, pull him over the thing. He, like, rips the cage apart and drags him through the cage.
That was pretty great.
So I'm like, okay.
That was cool.
That's kind of cool.
I like that.
I will give it that.
That's fairly unique in, the umpteen cage matches and cell matches and stuff we've had over the years. I don't think they've done anything like that. They've definitely broken part of the cage and people escape, or whatever, broken the cell. Like I don't think anyone's been basically pulled through the fucking
man.
part of the cage. That was
He
cool.
turns them into cubes.
Yeah, but yeah, this was a lot of Shane dancing around early match, and then Braun.
Well, it helps that also Braun got jumped in the beginning of the
mostly
match
killing
by Elias
him.
and Double R.
Riker and Elias kind of try to intervene when they can, and they keep getting thwarted. And like, this is basically like a big feel-good anti-bully moment. Braun ends up winning.
Oh, of course he did.
To no one's surprise.
Hey man, you voted for Shane, so
That's the thing is like, it's Braun had to win, but I was worried that Shane would win because Shane wins matches like this all the fucking time.
You know what? At least Brian didn't win because he picked fucking Raven and the Flock.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you did not win, and I'm the one who picked Braun, so 1 point for me.
But
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's the thing is like picking Shane is because he could have won this.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
He could have won this, and like it would have been stupid.
Well, like how we kind of said earlier, night 1 of WrestleMania was definitely like what the fans wanted almost.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it was kind of cool to see.
I have plenty of issues about night 2, and we'll get into that.
Yeah, night 2. It's a ooh.
But yeah, Braun wins. Hooray!
Hooray!
Better match than it definitely needed to be.
This next match, I was actually surprised.
Me too. So next
Holy
match
shit.
is Miz and Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Holy
Way
shit.
better than I ever thought possible.
Right?
Bad Bunny, like I think he
Legit
did
wrestled.
He legit wrestled. He got
And
in
he looked
probably
good.
he got in probably more offense than was necessary or realistically
Yeah.
believable because like plenty of times he was just beating up on Miz.
Yeah, like
and-
my favorite part, like early in the match, you could see how like tiny he is compared to the Miz, but he's
Yeah.
getting all this offense. I'm like, Miz, just kick his ass. Just like hit him once or twice.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like Miz, they played up the whole thing of like, oh, Bad Bunny's a good striker or whatever. And there was plenty of opportunities for Miz to just like, no, I'm fucking done. And this goes to show Miz and Morrison are team players.
Oh yeah.
Damian Priest like did well.
I also did like for this match how because normally when you think of celebrity match, it's like whoever they're paired with, that wrestler gets all the offense in,
Yeah.
and then eventually makes a hot tag to the celebrity, and then they just come in to do whatever and win.
Yeah.
But like it was the other way around here.
It was weird, yeah. Bad
Because I'm
Bunny
like,
had most
what
of
the
the and he got beat up eventually.
Yeah.
It's not like he didn't take bumps. A lot of times the celebrity matches they don't ever do anything. He got his ass kicked. Like this was an all around solid match, better than I expected.
Yep.
I think better than everyone expected.
Clearly, this was Bad Bunny's entrance was Brian's favorite part of the night.
And like my thing is
Hanging out on top of that semi with his
weird.
weird.
Well, that's
handlebar.
how you hold on.
No. No.
But yeah,
So I actually, for unsurprisingly, don't remember this match, like almost at all.
Oh, did you just mentally check out? You're like, yeah, fuck it,
Maybe
whatever.
it's because they did the whole 2 nights, and there's like how many matches were total? Like
there was
the
like
whole-
12 matches. I feel
Both nights,
there was
right?
like 10
Yeah.
plus easy.
yeah,
There was a lot.
that's a lot.
It is
Like I'm smooth brain as fuck.
it really is.
and that's a lot to remember.
And that's the thing is like I'm sure they're gonna keep this 2-day format
Yeah.
because it lets them do more matches and it lets them make more money. I really don't want them to.
16 matches, I think.
No
Fucking
fucking
hell.
way.
Something
No,
ridiculous,
That's a lot.
dude.
No.
But like I
Unless I, like,
don't
counted wrong, let me
I
see.
don't want 2-day mania. I hate it. So we had basically 3.5 hours each show essentially. So that gives us a 7-hour mania overall.
God damn it, dude.
I would rather have like a 4-hour mania, one night, get it done. You don't need to defend every fucking title. Defend the big four, the women's and the men's
14. Never mind.
main matches. That's a fucking lot of matches.
Yeah, that's a lot of matches,
What the
dude.
fuck? Yeah,
And,
like,
like-
this match is just one of the ones that, for good reason, just kind of.
Like there was probably, considering the pre-show and the delays and all the other shit, there was probably 8+ hours of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which
Can
is
you
a
imagine
lot.
if they had one day of this though?
And that's why one day you
Fucking-
don't
that's
do that.
brutal
One day
shit,
you do like
man.
an hour-long pre-show, which doesn't always have matches, doesn't need matches, so you don't count that. But like do like a 4-hour show. I think a 4-hour show is enough for people to sit through and enjoy it, and you have cool moments throughout. But like fuck, man, it was a lot.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Some of these matches are like, why is this here? You could have taken this off. Like I said, I think the lowest point for night 1 was definitely the women's tag. Like that should not have been a WrestleMania match.
I agree.
That should have been like something that
like
happens
what
on
they did on
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Or Raw or whatever. And then you just defend the
Yeah.
belts on this night.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It was definitely a weird thing, and I get it. You want to showcase the women wrestlers, and that's great. But you could still do that with just a regular tag champion match.
Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, Bunny and Priest win to no one's surprise.
Yeah.
I think everyone saw that coming.
Yeah, we all got a point.
Of course, the Miz and Morrison were not going to win that match.
What?
We all got a point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
we all
voted for that.
voted. Bad
Everyone
Bunny
voted for
and
Bunny.
Priest.
We
Same
did?
thing for the Cesaro match. We all voted for Cesaro.
Why would I vote for Bad Bunny?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
You
You
did.
did.
Fuck that.
It's
Take
on
a part
audio
away from me.
recording.
No, it's not.
I can pull it up, sir.
Pull it up then.
Well, I gotta go to my computer.
Fuck Bad Bunny. I'm rescinding my vote. Retroactively vote for Ms. Morrison.
Well,
But
too
yeah,
late. We
much
can't
better.
box the polls here, Brian.
Yeah.
Damn
We're not
it.
dishonest like, workers where I can be bribed even though I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better match than it had any right to be.
Like, slide in a blank check under my door with like
Mhm.
your signature and everything on it. I'll gladly change
No.
it.
But yeah, that leads us to the main event of night 1: Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. If not the best match, it is close.
Oh yeah, this match is great. Like,
It's either Cesaro, Seth, or this.
so who said it? I think it was Nando,
Yeah.
or maybe it was Brock who said it. I don't remember who said it, but like before the match starts, they're in the ring and like Bianca starts crying,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
giving it away super hard that
So,
she's winning.
I don't think
you're
that's what it
like-
was. I don't think that's
I
what
understand
it was.
it's a big moment, but like if that's how they interpret it, oh, okay, I could see that.
See, I don't think that's what it was though. I think it was more just emotions of being in WrestleMania, which is first of all, like how many wrestlers don't do that? Most of them. Second of all, being with fans again in the first time in over a year.
Yeah,
And then main event of WrestleMania, night 1, whatever it is, main event of WrestleMania, like for the championship. Like that's a huge deal.
Yep.
And I didn't see it as her giving it away that she was gonna win.
that's how it felt like
to
for some
me,
people.
I don't think so. To me, it was like,
Oh yeah, because like it was also emotional. Like they're the first like 2 black females to be in the main event, so they're
well, like if
breaking
you
records
noticed,
and that stuff. I'm
when
like,
they did the
that's cool.
first, like when they did the not the national anthem, but whatever the other song was, when everyone was up on the stage,
yeah,
a ton of people were like kind of teary eyed and like super emotional because like it's a big deal to come back to WrestleMania in this
Yeah.
sense, compared to last year, which was basically just like a pre-recorded show with no
like someone's
Thunderdome.
fucking like Mace fucking perfume was going over the
Yeah.
fucking wafting like the audience.
Like if you look at Rhea Ripley, like she was super emotional night 1, like
Oh, I
on the
didn't even see
stage. Like plenty of people were like super like kind of choked up and stuff just because it was a big deal to come back. But yeah, like this was a great match.
dude, Bianca had so many cool spots.
So many cool spots. The fucking whip, the hair whip. Oh my god!
I think my favorite
That
spot
was
in
a
this-
sound effect. As
I
fuck.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That was
No, my
bad.
favorite part of this match was like earlier on when Bianca's on the floor and Sasha does like a diving through the ropes on her. She rolls over,
Yeah, and picks her up.
and then she gorilla presses Sasha
Onto the
as she's
steps,
climbing
yeah.
up the steps back into the ring.
That was great.
Holy shit, man!
Yeah,
Strong.
Bianca had like
It's
a
the
freaking,
strongest for a reason.
like a 20+ second vertical suplex.
Oh yeah,
spot.
and it wasn't she was just holding it. At one point she would like
Like,
bring
drop her down
like
and
it was
bring her
countered
back
and
up.
put it
Yeah.
back. God damn,
That
dude.
was fucking great.
Bianca's
Like,
impressive as hell.
both women put on a fantastic show this night. I don't know if like the sound effect thing. I think that was like a combination of like maybe a sound effect they piped in or like they fucking like laser microphoned the fucking like hair whip right there.
It sounded like a sound effect to me.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I thought it was a sound effect too.
Either
but
way,
who cares?
it was still like, oh fuck,
yeah,
kind of thing.
'cause at one
Like,
point Sasha did get whipped by Bianca's hair. There was
Yeah.
a whipping noise.
I am glad that Sasha started to like pull on her hair and use it against her.
Oh yeah,
Because basically no one's done that yet.
no, they have.
Yeah.
Not as
But
much.
it's not
though.
as much as
not
like
as
this
much.
match. 'Cause also, this like I think the longest match that Bianca's been in, other
Oh,
than
yeah.
the Rumble.
Yeah.
But we're not counting that. But yeah, night 1, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I wish this would have been night 2.
Yeah.
Like switch the 2 nights, and I would have been super happy.
That's the problem though. Is like you're not gonna get that.
Oh, I
You're
know.
never gonna get that. Like we've had one final match of a WrestleMania with women, and that was a decent match with Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda Rousey.
Ronda? Yeah.
That was a decent match. It wasn't the best, but like, there's no way this was gonna be night 2. It should have been. I agree. It was never going to be that.
God damn it.
Never.
Like,
And
but
that's
you
just-
were on such a good high note.
Yes.
What the hell
Yes.
happened?
I don't know, but yeah. So we all picked Bianca, right?
Oh,
no, I think I
no,
picked
you picked
Sasha
Sasha.
because I was being stupid.
Bianca.
So at the end of night 1,
You're
the
5.
point stands with me 5, Brian 4, and Austin 3.
Yeah.
Brian.
I think I picked Sasha because I was worried they were going to do dumb bullshit and
Yeah,
have
I
her
can see
win.
that. Oh, and I did like how at the end, after Bianca won, her dad almost came over the
Yeah,
barricade.
he almost like hopped over the barricade.
God, I was hoping security was gonna beat his ass.
Oh, get him!
Eat nightstick.
Give him the boots.
Oh man, he got the boots right there.
So yeah, and then
And then we go on to night 2. God damn, dude.
just this whole night was a mess. First off with Fiend versus Randy Orton. This feud has been going on
This was
for
a 5-minute match almost.
This feud has been
What
going on
the
for
fuck?
months. We have the Fiend, walking through this kind of weird, like, mirror, kind of weird, like, flamey room.
Like a tunnel?
Like a funhouse tunnel, which I thought was a cool effect. And
Yeah.
he, like, burns away the like, crispy Fiend into the, like, classic Fiend, which was cool.
Like, so everyone's, like, trashing Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the ring, like, right next to the ring, you see the Jack in the Box that, like, Alexa Bliss has been using
Box-like
for weeks.
structure.
It was a box-like structure.
That's
We're
because
like,
Michael Cole...
what the fuck are you...
That's
it's a box.
part of his... That's part of his, like, commenting style and part of the coaching that they give them is you want as many adjectives as you can possibly give because then it sounds more impressive.
Oh.
If you just said, "Oh, that Jack in the Box," oh, okay, cool. No, box-like structure
You gotta say,
sounds
oh,
more
that, like,
impressive.
demonic-looking Jack in the Box.
It just- that's
You
just-
could have said something.
It's just how they do it. That's his
Box-like
style.
structure. Fuck off with that stupid description.
But yeah, we get
That is weird.
a big Jack in the Box. Randy Orton's in the ring. Alexa Bliss comes out with like kind of new makeup and stuff and like a new outfit, and then cranks on the Jack in the Box. Fiend shows up. It's super cool. He hops off,
Yeah,
fucks up
like,
Randy Orton.
he starts attacking him, and it's
But
really
then-
because he's like no sells Randy for like the first couple of like minutes.
and that's the problem is Randy Orton should have been squashed in 5 minutes. He should have gotten zero offense, in my opinion. Zero offense. Fiend kicks his ass.
I would not have minded if it was just a regular match.
So I don't think.
Give me a 5-minute match at WrestleMania. Fuck out of here.
You don't need that though because of the way that they've been booking this feud, where the Fiend has constantly come back from every single injury Randy Orton gives him. I think the Fiend took like 1 billion head stomps in that one Cell versus Rollins.
Yeah.
and he still didn't win that way. They won from disqualification, which was fucking stupid in a Hell in a Cell. But like the Fiend loses to a single RKO.
Yeah,
which
because at one
months
point,
prior, 3 didn't put him down.
yeah, because like I think the only offense Randy really got was like the DDTs.
A couple of DDTs, his like rope DDTs,
And then at one point, it looks like the Fiend's gonna do Sister Abigail, but you see Alexa's like sitting on top of the box,
Yeah.
and there's like some weird crown on her, and then like
She's
black goo.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, she's got like a different vest, whatever.
Yeah.
She's got like this kind of like black thorn crown, and then like the black goo is like kind of like coming from her forehead. I thought it was a cool effect.
Yeah,
It
it
she
did.
looked good.
It looked really
It-
cool.
It was cool right up to that point,
And then Fiend gets
he
distracted.
turns around,
Yeah.
RKO, and
One
he
RKO.
fucking loses.
3 count. Yeah. Like this was the blunder of the entire year.
You're not wrong.
Like I don't understand.
I'm gonna
How?
cut that a little shorter.
You
How?
have 6 months of this feud happening, and the Fiend constantly coming back from everything Randy Orton puts him through, and then he loses to a single RKO. When has a single RKO won a match in years? Never.
I mean, I'm sure it's one, but like
not
for
not
the
a
Fiend
single.
anyways.
Yeah, for the Fiend.
Fiend. No.
It like the Randy Orton like.
Oh my god.
If he had any, if Randy Orton had a little bit of offense, if he had any offense at all this match, it should have been no sold by the Fiend completely. The Fiend should have squashed him. I'm fine with a 5-minute match, but the Fiend beats the shit out of him and wins with a Sister Abigail, and then he is triumphant in the ring over Randy Orton. Like,
God,
what do
dude.
they do now? What do they do?
Another fucking.
This
There's
is
gonna
the
be
third
one
time.
more Randy match.
This is the third time they've ruined Bray Wyatt and or
Yeah.
the Fiend after a meteoric fan-supported rise.
Like, I feel so bad for Bray Wyatt because he's made this really cool character.
Yes.
I know there's some people that don't
He's
dig
had
this
several
supernatural
great
thing,
characters.
but he's made this good character that he's managed to bring back after getting stomped
Yes.
and stomped and stomped, and people still love it. But
Well, that was like
you
when
can
he
only
first
do so much.
when he first like rose to the top and became a fan favorite, and he gets squashed by John Cena, and that fucking ruins everything. And then he does it again, and he wins the championship at Mania or at whatever, and then he gets squashed by Randy Orton. And it's like every time Bray Wyatt gets to the top and he has all the fan support and it's great, they kick his ass and put him back down, and I don't know why.
Because it's Randy Orton. He's
But
the legend killer.
regardless of Randy Orton, it's just they do it every time with other people to Bray Wyatt specifically.
Dude, like
People love his characters, and he does great character work, and it's just they fucking ruin it. Like I don't know how they're gonna bring this back.
good luck.
I seriously
Because
don't.
like there's some people that are saying, oh Alexa Bliss and the Fiend weren't like enemies. Like I don't give a fuck. She cost him the match.
And that's the thing is
Explain
like
that one on Monday.
so like let's say Randy Orton gets to RKO, and then before he can even pin, Fiend gets back up.
yeah,
Do
I'm
it
fine.
again. Fiend takes 3 or 4 RKOs in a row. He's back up every time, and then he wins.
No, it's even simpler than that.
What?
Why would the Fiend get distracted
Exactly.
That too.
You have Randy get distracted.
Like, well, yeah.
Exactly.
Why
Why
would the
wasn't he
Fiend
freaking
be
out? Like, what the
distracted
fuck is
by
that?
Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton's not? By like this fucking girl is bleeding black goo from her head. It's fucking bizarre. I don't understand
I
it.
don't get how they keep doing this to Bray.
It is the first of many disappointments of night 2.
Give me that bottom left button, Brian. Or
How do you fuck that up?
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't understand. Like,
We've talked about this match enough. I'm
fuck,
fucking
but
pissed
still,
at it.
God,
I'm
bro,
fucking
this
pissed
was like
about
the
it.
biggest like disappointment.
Yeah.
Because everyone wanted Fiend to win.
all picked
we all
Fiend.
wanted Fiend to win.
Yes.
And we all lost a point because of that too. And
So
God damn.
after that, we
I
get
was so soured after this match.
we get a disappointing women's tag team championship match.
Okay, surprisingly, the fans really got behind Tamina.
Yeah, which is great.
It was kind of cool.
She got a lot more offense than she's had in most of her matches. She did really well.
This was the longest match out of WrestleMania period.
Was it really?
Yes.
Wow, that's insane.
Other than the main event, but like the main event is
night
its own
2?
like category
Of night 2?
No, of WrestleMania.
Okay, other than like the Sasha Bianca.
Yeah, other than the main
yeah.
events, this was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the longest like match.
Which is weird,
Right?
Weird.
Like that's weird to me. But
But
yeah, we
I
have.
actually did like when Tamina was starting to get like offense, the crowd behind me. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's great.
I feel like the crowd is like, since they haven't been gone, you could see like, oh, clearly this person has the potential to be
Yes,
good.
yes.
Do something with it. Nah, we don't get that either. We
I
have them
did-
fucking lose.
Yeah, Tamina and Natalya challenged Baszler
Oh
and
my
Nia Jax.
God.
Reginald not present for whatever reason. Shayna and Nia retain the belts for some fucking reason.
Oh, and there was also that botch. So towards the end of the match, where both Natalya and Tamina stand up, and they're like standing next to each other, waiting for Nia to jump off the
Oh
rope.
yeah,
And everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?
it took a
Move.
couple seconds. It was
Do
a little-
something."
little
And,
awkward.
like people are getting tired of seeing that. Like, and I understand. Like AEW does it sometimes too, where
Yeah.
like a bunch of dudes are standing up and like waiting for somebody to jump off. And you're
Yeah.
like, it looks really bad.
It looks bad.
So,
I felt this entire match, everyone but Nia Jax put in a good performance. The
yes.
last couple of like big Nia Jax matches, I feel like she phones it in really hard.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that sucks because like she was a decent like dominant wrestler back years ago. And like she came in and like powerhoused everyone out, and that was great. And
Well,
now
Mitch is
just
one of the things she knows she doesn't have to try that hard. So fuck
that could be the case. I don't know. That's just how I felt. I felt she didn't put in as good of a performance as she is capable of. But yeah, like I think
Damn,
Tamina was the star of this match.
Oh yeah, hands down.
by
man.
far.
She should have won with the fucking splash, and then the fans would have been happy. But instead, you have her miss, and then Baszler and Nia win, and then they just walk away, and you're like, okay.
Like this match would have been one of the better matches of the night had Tamina and Natalya win. Had Tamina gotten the win,
Oh yeah.
that would have been one of the better matches of the
Yeah.
night. And instead, for some fucking reason, the stale tag team that no one cares about keeps the belts.
I was gonna say at what point? Okay, so who goes up to the?
I don't even
the
know.
tag belts at this point.
I don't even know.
Not the sexy muscle friends. They kept losing to them
Not
every
them.
single time.
Like my only thought is the Riot Squad, because the Riot Squad is a real tag team. But like I can't
they never push them.
I
for
can't
shit.
legitimately see the Riot Squad beating Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax.
Oh man, it's gonna be Billy and Carmella.
And I don't. It's not going to be that either because they're like a kind of a joke tag team right now. It's so weird.
That's what I don't know who they give it to at this point. So
I don't know.
Good luck with them. But yeah, none of us want a point on that one either.
Yep.
Because we all thought like
We all
how
thought
the
whatever other team. Yeah.
Who would have guessed they were gonna give it to the wrong fucking person?
After that, we get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, which to no one's surprise was a pretty solid match because
yeah.
these guys are great wrestlers.
I was seeing that a lot of the reviews are saying there's a lot of storytelling, but I didn't really watch them too much in NXT when they were doing
There
stuff.
was, and that's the thing
together.
is, I did. Like, there was a lot because these guys have wrestled each other, and, you know, there was promos from both guys. They've wrestled each other hundreds of times over the last 20 or so years.
Yeah.
You know, they know each other in and out. Like, they put on a great match. You know, I am so glad Logan Paul didn't involve himself until after the match was done.
I'm so glad he got booed on his way down
Yeah.
and on commentary table. And there was chance of saying Logan sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, good job. None of us give a fuck about who this guy is.
Right.
I mean, they brought him in because it's WrestleMania and you want a fresh audience and all the kids and whatever. Same thing with Bad Bunny. They always do that shit. Whatever.
Yeah, but at least I'll fucking say Bad Bunny did a good job and I
Yes.
need to shut the fuck up next time
Yeah.
he wrestles. He did a good job in the match, Brian.
no,
you can't say you can't say
I'm never
otherwise.
gonna say. I'm never gonna admit
he just
that.
needs to not have 20-minute promos
Yes,
in
exactly.
Spanish.
He just doesn't need to be around anymore.
Didn't
Didn't you see the fucking commercial that it got afterwards?
I think that was just like they're promoting his.
Oh yeah, there's a commercial of like Triple H and him. Triple H looking at that dad that like wants you to get into metal groups all the time. At
Yeah.
this point, it's fucking cool. Like he gives Bad Bunny his like weird mic.
Weird skull microphone.
Yeah, and he's on the road on top of his like truck
Yeah.
to go do tours now.
That's illegal.
Well, it's not illegal if you have money.
Someone should pull him over.
So he's not going to be on.
Yeah, I think he's done.
I think it's like, I mean, yeah, and that's what I expected. Like, once Mania was done, all the celebrities go away.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like everyone when he saw the briefcase, they were like, "Fuck, are they giving him
so-
like a Money in the Bank kind of bullshit?"
I'm so disappointed that Raw after Mania, which is normally like a huge deal, doesn't have a live crowd.
Oh yeah, they're back to the Thunderdome, and you're like,
So, like-
"Fuck, this sucks."
Well, because so Fiend and Orton, are they SmackDown or are they Raw? I don't remember.
They're Raw.
Like, basically, I'm sad that there's no audience to boo Randy Orton out of the stadium.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it wasn't even Randy's fault.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think they're gonna boo, or they're
It
gonna
doesn't
boo
matter.
the Fiend for fucked him over.
They would boo Randy to voice their displeasure for the entire thing.
Because I don't think because out of that match, Randy is like the least concern I have on that match.
That's
He
the
did
thing.
his job.
It's not Randy's fault.
Yeah.
I agree, but he is the one who will be blamed for it,
I don't know. I don't
and
think
rightly so. Like in his situation, at his tenure, why doesn't he go, "Hey, this is a stupid idea"?
Because he's winning.
It doesn't matter. Like
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's so weird to me.
But-
After all this storytelling and all this stuff with the Fiend, and it's again, we've talked about that
That's how
enough.
bad that match is.
Fucking
You have to
pissing
go
me
back
off.
to it and talk shit about
But yeah, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn put on a great match.
Did he do what's his move? Sammy's move, blue something.
the
Blue
Haluva kick?
Thunderbomb?
He did.
Or Haluva kick.
Yeah, remember there's that
Yeah.
section where he throws Kevin Owens to the corner, he does a haluva kick, and like Owens is gonna fall down, but he catches him. And apparently something else happened where it was the other way around.
So-
after Sammy got hit with something, he
What-
got caught.
When did we start night 2? What match?
The next match.
It was the next one. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember this match almost at all.
Yeah.
Because it was like the last one we saw.
Yeah.
right?
Probably. Yeah.
So I was kind of
Yeah.
out at that point.
But yeah, this was a great match. Probably the best match of night 2.
That or the next match was actually really good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Owens ends up winning.
Yep.
And then he stuns Logan Paul after that. Cool, whatever.
Yep. Everyone but Austin won because you said I had to pick my boy Sam.
I gotta pick my boy Sammy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not wrong. I was
Yeah.
still mad that we didn't get to see what the conspiracy theory was.
Well, it's not over yet.
We'll see it on Friday.
Logan Paul clearly was a part of it.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Logan Paul did get stunnered
Yeah.
Yeah, he sold it, decently. so.
decently. Yeah, not the best stunner reaction, but
Well,
whatever.
yeah.
Who cares?
Oh,
Yeah,
after that
He
we
got paid
have
like $3 million to do it, so I mean,
Who's got the best stunner sell?
I would say Rock or Razor Ramon.
Rock.
Rock had a good one, yeah.
Well, Rock. I mean, Razor Ramon has the one famous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The Rock has always sold them ridiculously. Shane McMahon or Kurt Angle probably sold it the best because they took a lot.
Okay.
Ugh.
After that, we have Sheamus and Riddle for the U.S. belt. This was super physical, like hard hitting
God, yeah.
match.
There was definitely some botches here, but
Yeah.
who cares? Like I think the
Well,
biggest.
like, is it a botch when you recover?
Well, yeah.
Is it?
He
though?
made up for the botch, but he still botched because at one point, like him and Riddle were on the top rope, and it was supposed to be a white noise off the top rope,
Yeah.
but something happened where he slipped, and instead of going back to the top rope, he just said "fuck it" and just did on the
that's the thing.
ring
Like,
normally.
fuck
So
it,
I'm like,
recover.
okay.
And it looks, didn't look terrible.
I mean, there was also I wouldn't say the second botch, but the very hard fucking kick at the end.
Yeah,
Holy
fuck,
shit.
man. And like
Riddle
that's
got
just
busted.
that's just. I don't think that's a botch. That's just hey, kick me in the fucking face as hard as you can, like
Bro.
to make this look good. But Sheamus wins, new US champion.
Oh man,
That's a disappointing end.
It
too,
is.
though.
I don't
It is,
remember if I.
but
Like I
It was a
don't
good
even
match.
like
It was a good match.
Sheamus is so fucking whatever.
Yeah,
Like
it's because
I don't
he's
care.
he's from the same generation as Orton almost.
No, it's not even just like it's partly his wrestling style and stuff, but like the whole character is like
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
yeah, like he really doesn't need a U.S. belt.
No, he does not.
That's why, like, I
He's
don't know
been
what.
champion, hasn't he?
he's been
Yeah,
for sure.
like whatever.
Like, I understand sometimes getting a bit random, but like, keep it on Riddle. He's been fun with it.
yeah.
Like,
I
he's
agree.
actually entertaining. Like, I do love the dumb skits where like he drives around with his scooter and
like does dumb
fucking
shit.
makes dumb engine noises.
He had
as
a
he's
great
driving
skit with like Khali and like
RVD.
an RVD, and I don't think anyone told Khali that this was happening because he's just kind of standing there like, "Hey, I'm Khali," and then like
When was
RVD, the great Khali. The
No,
big-
no. When did this skit happen?
At some point during the show. I think it was
Yeah.
before the match.
Oh, okay.
Before this match, but like, it's
Yeah,
it's
it was
like,
right before this match because that's when RVDs tell him like, "Oh, have fun."
Yeah.
and they bounce.
and like RVD and Riddle are like, weed
Yeah,
jokes.
RVD gives him a present.
yeah, some rolling papers,
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah. Okay.
and like Khali's just kind of standing there like, I'm the great Khali. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, Sheamus
God,
wins.
imagine
new
RVD fucking Riddle
new
tag
US
team
belt.
partner.
That'd be
Fucking
great.
hell, man.
This is all weed moves.
Yeah.
Like,
So who got points on this one?
None of us, because we all thought Riddle was gonna keep the fucking
Cool.
belt. Who would have guessed?
After this, we have the Nigerian drum fight, which
This
is just a
match-
street fight that had drums around the ring.
So apparently the word was going around on SmackDown. They still had no fucking idea what that match was.
Yes, because
So
you
they're
don't
like,
need.
what the fuck is that? So they once they figured it out, it's just a hardcore match with drums.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
inside,
Just a
which
street fight with drums.
they never used.
They didn't use a single drum.
but they did. Well,
They used the gong.
They used the gong
Well,
and
that
kendo
led to
they
sticks.
nothing.
didn't directly use the drum, but they kind of did.
Kendo sticks, a well-known Nigerian weapon.
Was it
Why not just have?
Apollo threw Big E into some drums, so technically.
Why
it
not
was-
just have a regular match? And
Because they
let
thought
them
it sounded cool,
be
but they didn't figure out
wrestlers.
what the fuck do we do
It
with
sounds stupid. We
Uh,
all made jokes about it the entire weekend.
it.
But yeah, it's basically a street fight with
And like
green
this was like
painted
a
drums.
6-minute match.
It was a very short match.
What
You know,
the
it's
fuck?
it's basically Big E is dominating the whole match, and then towards the basically at the end, new guy shows up with kind of like sort of military jacket, like officer's jacket, but then like
And Salvation
Army pants. He kills Big E. Apollo gets the win. New Intercontinental Champion.
That dude's tall.
Yeah.
I kind of hate how they're trying to play this whole thing off like nobody knows who the fuck this guy is.
Well, he's
We've
from.
seen this guy before.
But yeah, like we saw him a couple of times.
He was on almost every episode of
The thing is, though,
Shane's.
Remember how
the fuck
WWE
is it
works.
called?
The Raw Underground.
Yeah, thank you.
Remember how WWE works.
Holy shit!
If they don't constantly remind you about it every week, it never happened.
I do like how he has a name already, though.
Does he?
Yes, he is Commander Aziz.
That's
Yes!
fucking awesome. I fucking we were all hoping that like military goons would show up and beat up Big E, and that basically happened.
Where's the fucking Nigerian War Council stable?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So like I'm super hyped for this.
I was also disappointed that Apollo didn't get a better entrance for WrestleMania.
Me too.
Considering like the character he is.
he just
right
walks in like how boring.
Stupid.
How
Like,
boring.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Actually,
now. Like God, you could have had goons with rifles.
not
You could have like
not
been
even
driven
that.
in by a truck or something cool.
Not even that. It's just
Something.
like make a spectacle of it.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
that was the
literally
thing.
just walked in with some graphics. Like, okay, whatever.
But that's his like normal entrance.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, have something extra for WrestleMania purposes.
dude,
For
save
Big
the,
E, you had Whale.
save the Jets until then.
Oh
Like,
man,
I know
yes.
it's dark, but it doesn't
your
make
two
sense,
jets.
but- Yeah, but that would have actually been kind of.
Oh
cool.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Have one get shot out of the fucking like air with like flak cannons and
Yeah.
But yeah, Apollo is new US or new Intercontinental Champion. Cool.
yeah. I mean, is this feud over?
I don't know.
Like they've been feuding for quite a bit now. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, can we like get over this and go on to somebody else now? But I don't know who they're gonna put against them.
Whatever. We'll
Oh man,
figure
he's
it out.
gonna fight Shinsuke, and Shinsuke's gonna go back to his roots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna be a samurai
Samurai.
with like ninjas and stuff. Akira Tozawa's gonna join Shinsuke.
No.
yeah.
Yeah, who got points on that one?
We all did.
Cool. After that we have
More Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame 21, whatever. Who
We got to
cares?
see Kane, who had the biggest pop out of everyone.
It's cool.
Yeah.
After that we have Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Pretty solid match.
This match was weird.
It was
A
weird.
little weird,
Like
but
because of the build up, that didn't help, and then like it just ended. There was really no big spots in here where I'm like, I remember that. Nothing.
I think it's because they honestly didn't have a lot of time to like figure everything out.
I guess, man, but
Because
like,
they had what, like maybe a month worth of build up?
even less than that.
Like, and that's the thing,
Like
like
I was gonna say right now, what was the biggest move that happened in that match, other than the finisher?
Asuka.
That's probably it.
Entering the match.
Yeah.
Entering the ring.
Other than that, I couldn't tell you anything else that happened in this match. With like, it was just a thing, and I'm like, oh, Riptide, and she wins.
I think that's the problem is because of this
Fuck.
match had such a short amount of build up, people weren't as like emotionally invested.
Yeah.
And it suffered from that a little bit, but like I still think it was a solid match. Just you know,
Again, it just ended weirdly.
suffered from not really having a story and like ending abruptly and just kind of happening
God,
essentially.
man, I feel so bad for Asuka. That's how they ended her title reign.
This is not the worst way they've ended a title.
True,
reign
it's
for-
not, but still, it's
Definitely
like,
not.
come on, man, you could have done something better for.
God, fucking. So I'm looking at the Bleacher Report star ratings, and this is how I know they're fucking WWE marks because they gave the main event
Oh, people love the main event.
4 3/4 stars.
Yeah, people love the
and
fucking
like
main event.
this is where I'm starting to think that like we must be in a minority.
We are.
That absolutely hates all three of these guys. Because I don't know how people love this. I thought this was incredibly boring, other than Daniel Bryan doing cool stuff.
There were some cool spots in the match.
And, like-
I will give it that. I think my favorite spot in this main event between all of them was like at one point a piece of chair broke off and Edge used that to put Roman Reigns in a submission.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Bryan went to put in the yes
I mean,
lock.
that's a cool spot.
But what I hate about that part, you see Roman tap out.
Yeah,
Why didn't the ref call it?
because the ref didn't see it.
But where the fuck was he?
And that's the thing. Like they're gonna bring that up
And
because
that's
I know
what I'm
fans have brought that
That's
up.
why when I saw that, I'm like, wait, he just tapped. Ref?
But I think it's like who wins.
You could have had something. You could have had them fight over the belt and just like whatever, and whoever stands tall at the end of it holds the belt for now, and then proceed the story on SmackDown
I don't
without
know.
Roman.
I was uninterested in this match from the get-go because of the 3 participants. And especially now that Roman Reigns end up winning because of Jey Uso again,
Yeah, that's
I
also
don't-
another big complaint people are starting to
like-
have. Like, dude, have a clean win.
I don't fucking care
Have one
about
clean
his
one.
character. I don't see why people like him. I seriously don't. I don't get it. I never liked Edge really, like other outside of him being in the Brood. And that's not that I liked Edge, I liked the Brood. I liked Daniel Bryan when he
I
was
like the Brew mostly because of Gangrel.
That's the thing is I liked
Like-
Daniel Bryan when he was heel vegan Daniel Bryan because it was a fun, interesting character, not I'm WrestleMan. Like I find all 3 of these guys incredibly boring and uninteresting.
Like I said, I was at least happy that Daniel Bryan was in this match to make it at least
to
somewhat
me,
exciting.
it wouldn't have made a difference.
I don't know. Like,
To
I
me, it
would have
wouldn't have
checked
made a
out even
difference.
harder if Bryan wasn't there. At least Bryan had some cool spots here and there where I'm like, oh, cool. He made it believable.
Like I do not think this was a great. Like I would have rather just watched something else at the end of this.
Yeah.
Just because it's just
Well,
I
yeah,
didn't
we were
care.
saying, just turn this off. We're gonna go watch more.
Seriously, just turn this off. Like, we'll watch fucking something else. Like, watch NXT. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. That was a great match.
Oh yeah,
Ton of storytelling. This was just I don't know. I was so uninterested in this.
yeah.
It was boring to me. Like,
So just in case you didn't see it, so the way this match ends it was that Edge, or is it Roman that gives the concerto?
well, Daniel Bryan is gonna, or no, Edge is gonna concerto both of them. He
Yeah.
kills Daniel Bryan. He goes to do it to Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, and then Jay shows
Jey
up.
Uso kills Edge. Roman Reigns finally comes back
Well,
to.
no, Jey Uso distracts him enough, and then Edge hits him with the spear.
Yeah, and then
that's
Roman
when
Reigns-
Roman spears Edge, and then he does a concerto on him.
Yeah, so then
And
Roman
then
basically
drags him on
kills
top
both
of Daniel
of them
Bryan
again.
and pins them both.
And then he throws. So what I thought was funny was he threw Edge on top of Daniel Bryan. Why wasn't the ref like, oh okay, 1,
That's why
2,
I think
and then
that's
Roman Reigns has to.
I think that's the angle they're gonna go with on Friday, where like, no, I pinned Bryan because
Yeah.
you put me on top of him.
and then like so
And
yeah,
Edge's shoulders weren't down,
yeah,
so
exactly.
Edge wins.
Like I thought that was awkward immediately. So like so yeah, Edge is on top of Bryan. Roman Reigns pins them both. He wins again thanks to Jey Uso.
Yep.
Like this is where you need to have. I don't know. And this is weird because like
And at this point, who goes after Roman?
I don't care.
Is it
I
gonna
don't
be
care
Edge again?
anymore. I'm so over it. I don't care.
But if it's not okay, so if it's not Edge, who realistically could you see going
Jey
after
Uso,
Roman?
because his reasoning will be, I've helped you win every single time.
I doubt they're gonna give him the belt.
That's the
though.
thing. That's
Yeah.
my only
Other
thought.
Than him,
Like I'm so uninterested in Roman Reigns as the champion. Like the way his character is, I don't care where his storyline goes.
yeah.
Unless it starts to go in wacky fucking stupid places, then it's funny. I don't care. I just don't care anymore.
He turns into like a super villain.
I'm so
like.
fucking over the Roman Reigns SmackDown story. It's ridiculous.
I don't really care about it. And of course, none of us got a point because
Yeah.
no one predicted Roman to fucking
I think you
win.
still win then, right?
So, for night 2, it is Austin with 2 points, me and Brian with 3, making the final score. Austin with 5, Brian with 7, and me with 8. Yeah!
Shouldn't have picked the dumb joke picks.
I'm
Feels
glad I
good to
picked the joke
retain
picks.
at the biggest pay-per-view.
That's true.
How many did I have?
You
7.
had at the end of the night 7.
All right.
You had
I'm gonna
more
give
than
him-
me.
I'm gonna give you my one.
No,
Yeah,
I refuse your points.
Then I have to give it away.
Okay.
Yes.
They still lose.
What do you mean?
They're only got 7 points.
No,
Now I have 6.
if you give me your 7, do I win?
No.
I got 12.
No, you did not, sir.
I got 12 points.
Nope.
Wow.
Wait,
Cheated.
you had 5?
I had 5.
Okay, so if I give him my 7,
Nah, it doesn't work that
And
way.
I got 12.
okay, we have a vote. Who votes to that it works
Get
that
out
way?
of here. We're not voting for that shit.
All right, so
Yeah,
So-
Miguel is still champion because he cheated and called Vince ahead of time.
I do like how the next day, fucking Lance Storm tweeter that he put so WWE champ heel, Universal champ heel, IC champ heel, US champ heel, Raw tag champs heels, Women's Tag Champs heels, Raw Women's Champion heel, and then SmackDown Women's Champion face.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep.
How?
Oh man, this is like 98 WCW. Everyone's a heel. Everyone. There's no good guys anymore in WWE. Everyone is a bad guy.
Shouldn't you like it most of all then?
No, because it's not the crazy dumb characters that are in WCW.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, for some of these ones, I could see who's going to be able to get but like, some of these other ones, ugh.
I don't know.
Oh, there was also some people that are mad that, like, because I guess they've been teasing Becky coming back for a little bit, and she didn't show up, and you're like, oh.
Whatever. I don't care.
I mean, I doubt she's going to SmackDown. But,
Whatever. I don't care. I'm over it.
This WrestleMania. Night 2 soured me so
Night 2 was so lame.
Fucking hard.
Night 2, I was immediately disappointed as soon as the Fiend lost.
Yeah. Yeah, because we watched it late.
Yeah, we watched it late, and that got spoiled.
Of Peacock's shitty service.
Peacock, hey Peacock, fix your fucking shit. I want to be able to resume or pause. I want to be able to pause a fucking pay-per-view or start it from the beginning if I end up watching it late. Please. Please.
Same thing with AEW. Their shit did that same thing.
It's so fucking stupid. Like, why is that not a feature always? Like, if I already bought it, let me consume it however I want to consume it.
No,
I already paid for it. It's fucking stupid. Whatever. I'm gonna fucking WrestleMania. Fucking
so night
1, 8 out of 10. Night 2, 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
fucking shit.
Yeah, night 1 was definitely like
night 1 was great.
I would almost give it a 9. I think like I really had fun with night 1.
Other than the tag team turmoil match,
yeah, but like
all the matches were decent.
Yeah, all the other matches were fun. Like we got to see Cesaro finally. Like hopefully he gets a push and do shit like that.
Bobby Lashley won, which is great.
Yep.
Bianca Belair won, which is great.
And that match was fantastic too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they do with Bianca afterwards to see who they have her wrestle.
Yeah.
But yeah, night 2.
Fiend getting squashed is fucking
Fiend
stupid.
Getting squashed.
Roman Reigns winning is fucking stupid. Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler winning is fucking stupid. I mean, I didn't care about, like, the Big E and Apollo match could have been better if it was just a regular match. I knew Apollo was going to win, whatever. I'm glad that he has, like a bad guy commander with him now. That's cool. Sheamus and Riddle, whatever.
Damn it. AJ and Omos are on Raw, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Dabba Kato versus Omos fight.
That'd be cool.
Damn.
Yeah, that's it. 2 out of 10 for night 2, 8 out of 10 for night 1.
Yeah, night 2 was definitely like really low score. I'd almost gone to give it a 1 because fucking Fiend losing that way.
It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. I don't understand.
I'm still so mad, dude.
Like I want to watch Raw tonight, obviously, just to see how they reason any of that. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I'm trying to think of what I liked about night 2.
Probably nothing. That's fair because
the
it was
Apollo
dumb.
thing.
Apollo, yeah, that is my high point of night 2 is Apollo's Commander Goon showing up.
I mean, the high point for night 2 was definitely like probably either the KO versus Sami or Sheamus versus Riddle match.
KO and Sami was good. I
don't really care about the Riddle Sheamus outcome, but the match itself was good.
It was all right. The KO Sami is the best match of the night in my opinion, and then the like best moment was the fucking Commander Aziz or whatever.
Yeah, I'll give it like I don't even know, man. I'll give it like a 1 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then night 1, it was enjoyable enough.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the matches were a little whatever, but the outcomes for the most part, really good. I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Well, there you have it.
And apparently the Fiend put out some like cryptic tweet. I don't know what it was. I have to look at it. It's a painting of something. So I'm like, I'm sure he's trying to rack his brain on how to figure this out too. It's
so dumb. And he'll do it. Bray Wyatt will figure it out because he's great and he's brilliant. And then and he knows how to come back from a devastating loss. But then they're gonna fucking do it all.
3 times.
They're gonna do it all over again.
It's been more than 3 times. I'm sure.
It's so dumb.
Poor Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt has had 3 ridiculous like good peaks of his career, and every single time they've been destroyed. Twice by Randy Orton.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Fucking perfect way to end it.
Thank you for listening to the Off the Muda Scale Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, any other place you find your podcasts.
You can also find us on YouTube now, so if you want to listen to us there, go ahead, you filthy animals.
We also have a Patreon, so if you would like to support us, we would deeply, deeply appreciate it.
Yes, please. Again, thank you for listening.